I've been dragging my feet getting you some words on trauma because we have addressed that topic and there's a lot to say on it. And that's the problem, right? Remember when Mark Twain said it would take me years to write a book that short? Like when you have this enormous subject and you're trying to consolidate it into a clean, intelligible unit of information, that's way harder than just rambling and fumbling your way through. I do think that it would be helpful to just even define what trauma is, because I think we each get a different sense or feel of what trauma means. I think for me, trauma has this kind of time compounded element to it where, like, if our parents in a perfect world had taught us when we were 5 how to keep our emotional slate clean, right? Almost do your emotional dishes, don't let them stack up. And it would be easy stuff. It would be like when mommy says something offensive to you that you take the wrong way, or that I say something insensitive. You have that tete-a-tete with me and we have a sit down and we hash it out. Like, this is simple. We can exchange apologies, exchange perspectives that can really heal something that could be just a trifle in your everyday life. Doesn't have to blow up into this big thing. But because that gunk just sits on our slate, and so that we never get to a cruising altitude with it, we never get to a place with our slates where we just maintain a cleanliness. It's like terrible emotional hygiene is what we're doing. And so we just kind of stumble and fumble forward in this emotional fog. And I think that's traumatic, like to labor under the uncertainty and the ignorance of not even knowing our own stuff. And a lot of the pain is non-local. Like, have you ever had a pain that's like radiating through your arm, but then you'll get like a deep tissue massage or a chiropractic adjustment, and then that solves it. And you're like, I didn't even know that had arisen from my spine. I thought it was like, you can't even tell sometimes our sinks, which analogy do I want? Our sinks are filled with so many emotional dirty dishes that, like, we don't even know which ones are the most offensive ones or where to begin. Nobody ever taught us that. So we're well beyond the point where we would just maintain these as trifles, as just simple tete-a-tetes and apologies and exchanges of perspectives. Like, we're now at the point where we need like ayahuasca and stuff, like deep tissue therapy to get it all out. And then walking around in that fog is itself traumatic. So that's compounding and making it exponentially worse. And sometimes you'll get these random, like, life will intercept you with these random flashes of insight that do heal, like just magically Harry Potter wand, you're like some portion of your emotional dishes, like retrospectively, and you look back and you just take that deep breath, like, wow, that simple illumination, that understanding corrected for so much of my untoward or like awkward or clumsy thinking. It's such a mess. It kind of reminds me, like, I don't even know if I'm making a point here, but I will like try to end this with a quote from Soren Kierkegaard, who said that we're doomed to live life forwards when actually it only makes sense in reverse.